Welcome to Out of the Blue B, number 0185A. I realized that the main point I wanted to make in 0185, I kind of just touched upon at the very end. So I want to make that a little clearer. The basic point is that these near-death experiences, so I have these two ideas. I have the idea of the J. Hewitt Mackenzie spirit world, spirit spheres, and the Van Allen belts. And I'm saying that the numbers he printed in the 1916 match the numbers they discovered in 1958. That's curious, but that's kind of where it ends. It's curious. What supports it and what makes it compelling and what brings it home to us is the prediction I made, which is this thing that's just you hear all over the place now. The near-death experience, which happens thousands of times a year. The person that describes floating over the bed, looking at their body. And mind you, they don't say, I saw a tunnel in the floor. In general, I mean, you can read these for yourself. They don't say, I saw a tunnel over there. They say, I turned from the body and I looked up and I saw a tunnel and I went down it. So down this tunnel up in the sky. So this supports the Van Allen belts being the spirit land, because where are they pointing? They're pointing at the spirit land. They're pointing at the Van Allen belts. Okay, so this acts as evidence to support it. To support the idea that the spirit land and the Van Allen belts are the same thing, first of all, and second of all, that we go there when we die. Okay, so that was that. The very impetus, I want to talk to the atheists and the materialists, because this whole thing began, Neo-Swedenborgianism, as a response to somebody saying that the near-death experience, well, it's only in your head. And that's where we stop. Yes, let's look at it as neurophysiology. It's only in your head. So all the discussion of, is it really real? Is it really... That's just to be discussed. What we can know is that it's consistent and it is real in a subjective sense. So we can observe that subjectively, these people definitely think it's real. This is an observable thing that these people come back and in their subjective testimony, it was the most real thing they've ever seen, even more real than this earth, right? So this subjective experience of theirs can predict a subjective experience of ours. Okay, this is not a New Age belief. This is a subjective experience that they have, and I think, well, I may very well have the same thing. And most importantly, number 4, and this gets back to Swedenborg. This is my philosophy called Neo-Swedenborgianism, and it traces back to Swedenborg. And in heaven, he says you can do anything you want. And I take that and say, well, therefore, to bring heaven to earth, do whatever it is you want. So let's say you want to be an architect. Let's say you're 65 years old and you always wanted to be an architect. Well, get a piece of paper and a pencil. Or what was the other one? You want to play classical piano. It takes a lifetime of study. Well, you can begin that right now. Or let's say you want to study medicine, but you're 85 years old. These things are what you want to do it a little bit, even with a pencil and paper or a little magazine. You can bring heaven to earth simply by doing whatever it is you feel compelled to do. And that is Neo-Swedenborgianism for you. Thanks, see you, bye.